And we are back. We made it, you guys. We made it. Finally, it is the final part. I've been breaking down Disney's Investors Day. I started last week. I continued this week, and now it's time we finish up. I already did Star Wars. I already did Marvel. So let's do Pixar. And you know what? Just to get everything out of the way, let's just go through everything that's left. There's one in particular that I'm pretty interested in because it kind of upset me watching the teaser. But we'll get into it. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
All right, so before I get into it, I kind of have to share something that a little, I guess, somewhat interesting that happened to me today. For those of you who don't know, I work at a radio station, and one of my duties at this radio station, I do a bunch of duties. I produce a bunch of stuff. I collect a bunch of audio. I do a lot of things. But one of those duties is I have to deal. I screen calls for the radio show. So basically, one of my titles is International Phone Screener Dario, and so I have to deal with a lot of interesting characters. Usually, let's say about 90% of the time, callers are cool. We have a pretty cool audience. 9% of the time, then it's just not as pleasant. And then 1% of the time, it's batshit crazy. Today, I got one of the calls from one of those batshit crazy people. And it's weird. I feel bad. Honestly, sometimes I feel bad when you can tell that there's clearly something wrong with them. And the person that called me was clearly a very disturbed human being. If I have to guess, she was bipolar or had multiple personality disorder because she kept calling back with a different personality. It was really weird. And basically, she was demanding stuff that I was not going to be able to do. Usually when you call somebody or you call a radio station and you cuss at them, it's really not a good sign that you're going to get on the air or they're going to do whatever you want. In fact, you know what? Rule in general, if you call up anybody and you start cussing at them, they're probably not going to do what you want them to do. So, I am also, when I'm bored, I'm kind of an annoying shit. It's what I've been told that I could be sometimes. So, I like, if you're calling and you annoy me, my job is going to be to annoy you back. Why? Because it makes me laugh and it makes me feel better that I annoyed you. It's what you get. If you're trying to ruin my day, I'm going to ruin yours. And usually I do it if I have time and if I'm bored. If not, then I can just ignore you because it's super easy to ignore people. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but it's actually extremely easy to ignore people. Anyway, so I got the call from this crazy person today, and you got the usual rants, is like the demands that they want to talk to a particular person, and this one got a little bit off the rails because she started threatening me. And sometimes there's threats and there's threats. Which one you can take seriously and which one you don't. This one, which one's for the paper tigers. Which one actually will bite and which one don't. And usually, to me, the rule is if you're calling somebody to tell them what you're gonna do, you're not gonna do it. If dogs that bark don't bite usually, and so they're all bark and no bite. And anyway, one of the points where she was calling back, she put a child on the phone, and so I unfortunately I was recording this because they told me, hey, record it just in case, whatever, next time she threatens you, so if we could do something about it. I mean, you can't because words are wind and you can't really sue somebody for stuff like that. I don't think so, but I'll just play this for you because they put a child on the phone and you can kind of hear them trying to tell them to say something. So here you go. It's a few seconds of kind of just silence where you can kind of tell that they're coaching the kid, but here you go. Hopefully I got it at the right spot. So
I can make your life hell. I will make your life hell, Dario. I will use everything I can, even the children, because they want to help.
Did you catch that? Crazy, right? Nuts. Anyway, so yeah, that was my day. By the way, if you're wondering what you do with this, you have to just annoy them back. So you have a person who's calling back and demanding something, well, you just talk over them, and it really annoys them. For example, she was really demanding that she really wanted to talk to Eddie, and if not, and if she didn't talk to Eddie, she was going to ruin my career, and she was going to keep calling back, and she was make my life live in hell, and blah blah blah. And so what I did is I started giving her advice. So as soon as I picked up the phone, and as soon as I knew it was her, I just started giving her advice. I just picked up wherever she left off, and because she would hang up on me, it's like, let's say for example, she starts saying like, "I want Dario, I need you to blah blah, I need you to stop being an idiot," and I'll be like, "See, you're going at this the entire completely the wrong way. Here's your strategy. Here's what you're doing wrong, and clearly you have a lot of issues, and clearly you need to get your house in order first before you go out and help other people. And if you want to have a conversation, and then hang up." Picks it up again. And if you want to have a conversation with other people, they're usually insulting them is not a good way. And also, I'm kind of in your way here, so it would be in your best interest to hang up again. And also, it would be in your best interest to be kind of nice to me because, you know, if you butter me up, I might actually do it. Now I'm not going to do it because you already mean to me. I already know what you're going to try to do. Click, hang up again. And since I already know what you're going to do, and so it's really annoying for them. And it was probably annoying for you right now. But it's a lot of fun for me because I was bored. Anyway, I want to get that out of the way in case anybody cared what my morning was like. But let's get into the Disney stuff because I'm pretty sure that's why you're here. You don't care about me, you care about Disney. So let's get into it. But before we get into it, let me just give a quick reminder that any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram and at Super Dario World. Also, I'm streaming on YouTube and on Twitch at Super Dario World. If you want to see this video later, you can find it on YouTube at Super Dario World. It loads by itself. I don't control it, so it'll probably be there tomorrow. If not, well then I don't know. Sue YouTube. I can't tell you what to do. Anyway, let's get into it. So let's begin with, I'm just going to power through a lot of these. I'm not going to go too deep into them because honestly, they're just announcing things and there's not too much to know, but I'll do my best to at least be somewhat informative. Here we go. So first off, we have the announcement that Daisy Ridley from Star Wars, she played Rey, will be, she's entered negotiations to take on a leading role on the upcoming Disney Plus drama Young Woman in the Sea. So Young Woman in the Sea will center around Trudy Ederle, I guess, the first woman ever to swim across the English Channel before taking on the challenge. She was a competitive swimmer who became an Olympic gold medalist in the 1924 Olympics. So, all right, that's an interesting role. I mean, I don't think I recall a movie about a swimmer before, and it's not clear if it's going to be a show or a movie, but there you go. The one thing that really caught my attention here is that the producer is, first off, well, two things. One, produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, who does a lot of action movies, big budget action movies. Like you probably know him best from Pirates of the Caribbean, but the dude's produced a lot of major titles out there. And so it's kind of an odd thing for him to pick, but the writer is Jeff Nathanson, whom you might know from the movie Catch Me If You Can. He wrote that. So honestly, I'm excited for this. You got a big budget action director and the writer of Catch Me If You Can. Who knows what might come out of it, but could be interesting, could be not. We'll see. Next, we have an announcement of Raya and the Last Dragon. This is the new Disney Animated Studios movie. This is not Pixar. This is the Disney Animated Studios. It can get confusing sometimes. But anyway, it's been announced that this is their new movie, and it's been announced that it will debut simultaneously on theaters and on Disney Plus with Premiere Access. The Premiere Access will happen on March 5th, 2021. So, like I said, at least for this year, it looks like that's kind of the way the industry is going. I'm going to save this because I have actually updates about this stuff. Other big names have spoken up about this. Studios have spoken up about this. And I want to play the Tom Cruise audio because it's fucking awesome. And I want to get into it because it's very interesting and I have a lot of things to say. But let's stick with Raya for now. It's Raya, I don't know. But here's the summary of the movie. Long ago, in the fantasy world of Kumandra, humans and dragons lived together in harmony. But when an evil force threatens the land, the dragons sacrifice themselves to save humanity. Now, 500 years later, the same evil has returned, and it's up to a lone warrior, Raya, to track down the legendary last dragon to restore the fractured land and its divided people. However, along her journey, she'll learn that it'll take more than a dragon to save the world. It's going to take trust and teamwork as well. They could have taken away that last bit, honestly, but It's a kids movie, I guess. Kids movie with swords and dragons, I guess. But sounds interesting. And I like stuff with dragons, and I like stuff with swords, and it looks fun. So there you go. It kind of sounds a little bit kind of like Dragonheart-ish, and so I don't hate it. So next, we've got an announcement that Disney Plus will unveil a Star channel for mature audiences, which this is great, honestly, because Disney purchased a whole bunch of properties, and not all of them are kid friendly. So, and this is mainly because of the purchase of 20th Century Studios. And so they are expanding the streaming platform for Disney Plus with a more mature content from the banner under the title known as Star that will include, Family Guy, Atlanta, Logan, Kingsman. So basically all the rated R stuff. I'm guessing Deadpool's going to be there too. It is not clear when it will be start, but it says, it doesn't say when it'll start. It probably February 2021. It says major markets, free of charge. It doesn't specify. So, all right. We're assuming that the U.S. is a major market. I'm assuming that the U.S. is a major market here, but I could be wrong. Next, we have the announcement that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia has been renewed through season 18. Now, I'm not sure if I'm 100% right here, but I think Always Sunny in Philadelphia is the longest running comedy on TV. I don't know if, or at least of its genre, and it's hysterical. It's one of the best TV shows. It's one of the best comedies. I think that the best comedies in TV are probably South Park and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, because neither of them give a fuck about anything. So the season 15 just dropped, and it's the longest running American live action comedy series. So, and it's now going to get longer and longer. Season 18. So season 15 it's the upcoming one, and it's just been renewed all the way through season of 18. So that's very exciting. And honestly, I can't wait for the newest season to be on Disney Plus, because I love this show. It's hysterical. I love it. They do not give a fuck, and it's great. I highly recommend this show. Anyway, moving on. It's been confirmed that Indiana Jones 5 is slated for a 2022 release and will conclude the franchise. This will be it. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be it. They'll wrap a bow on it, and slated, like I said, slated for July 2022, and this will conclude the Harrison Ford series. Now, does this mean that they will continue on with another Jones or something? We don't know, but it's honestly, it was time. They should have just concluded it with The Last Crusade. But all right, I guess they're doing it. They also announced that they're going to be doing, I'll say this, because Willow, an original series from Lucasfilm starring Warwick Davis with pilot directed by John Chu, is coming on 2022 to Disney Plus. So Willow, if you ever saw that movie, they also announced this, and it's kind of, Lucasfilm thing. So there you go. Next, we have Noah Hawley teaming with Ridley Scott for an Alien series at FX. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about this, because I love Alien. I've always said that I love the Alien franchise. I've always said that that's the most terrifying monster in film history, at least the one that scares me the most. I love the movies. It's been up and down. There's good ones, there's bad ones. Overall, I enjoy them. I'm not sure how I feel about a TV series about it. It could be better. Honestly, I've talked about the video game Alien Isolation. If they just did a TV series about that, that'd be great. So, honestly, just do that. So, Ridley Scott will be the executive producer here, but it's going to be Noah Hawley is the Alien series is in active development, which will see the Fargo and Legion creator team up with Ridley Scott. So this is the dude who created Fargo and the TV show Legion, which I've heard is a great TV show. I haven't seen it yet. Next, also kind of sticking in the same vein, Why the Last Man is a new drama series based on the acclaimed comic book series of the same name written by Brian K. blah, 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 blah. Starring, it will be coming exclusively to FX. So, there you go. It doesn't really specify when it'll be coming out, so can't help you out there. Anyway, by the way, Why the Last Man, for those of you who don't know, and it doesn't really say here, but I'll tell you, it's the story of basically the last man on Earth. I think that's fair. I think I have the comic book here. I don't know. Yeah, the last man on Earth, and there's only women. So there you go. Fun times. Next, we have. Oh, it's been confirmed. Hocus Pocus 2 will be coming exclusively to Disney Plus. So there you go. For those of you who've been expecting this, this is what? This is Emily's favorite Halloween movie. I don't recall ever watching this. It's not in my wheelhouse, but I think I probably saw it. This is the 1993 movie Hocus Pocus with the girl from just Sarah Jessica Parker, Bette Midler, and Katie Najimy. I don't recall it honestly. I if I see it, I'm like, oh, I think I've seen that. Like looking at this image right now, I'm like, I think I've seen it, but I don't recall it. So, all right, good for them, I guess. I don't know. Let's say not my cup of tea. Next, it's been official. It's official. Amy Adams will be returning for Disenchanted, which will be a Disney exclusive. Now, for those of you who don't know, Disenchanted will be a sequel to the movie Enchanted, which was awesome. I loved that movie. It was ridiculous. It was awesome. It's basically, imagine a cartoon character that travels dimensions into the real world. So she starts as a cartoon character, turns into a real woman. The movie is hysterically stupid, and I love it. And because the main character, Patrick Dempsey, the main male character, the main character is Amy Adams, the princess, and she acts like sometimes things are still a cartoon. And so sometimes she breaks into song and people go into choreography. And it's hysterical because the dude in the real world, he's like, why does everybody know this dance? It's hysterical. I recommend it. It's a fun date movie. I believe you will enjoy it. Also, Peter Pan and Wendy will be flying into Disney Plus. David Lowery directs an amazing cast, including and the role of Tinkerbell, and Jude Law as Captain Hook. There's no news for Peter Pan and Wendy, but there you go. Oh, by the way, for those who care, Disenchanted will be directed by Adam Shackham, who's directing Hocus Pocus 2, who directed Hairspray and Rock of Ages. So this will probably be a musical. Next, it is confirmed Akiva Schaffer will helm the Chippendales movie with Andy Samberg and John Mulaney. Two great comedians. I like John Mulaney's stand-up. I don't think I've ever seen him as an actor. And Andy Samberg, he's hit or miss. I like his Lonely Island stuff. Oh, no, wait. Is John Mulaney... Wait. Is John Mulaney a Lonely Island guy? Am I confusing him? I need to double-check this. I need to double-check who John Mulaney is, because I'm thinking that he's a comedian. Well, I'm guessing he is a comedian. Let me just double-check. Oh yeah, all right. It's the grown ass dude who looks like a child. Yes. Okay, so I got the right guy. All right. I'm sorry. I read something here that really threw me off. Anyway, supposedly this is going to be a live action / CGI hybrid of the film. I'm guessing it's going to be similar to the Smurfs movie, or similar to the new Tom and Jerry movie. I am not looking forward to this at all. Not at all. Not even a little bit. From what I've seen about these CGI hybrid, the only one that's kind of been decent so far, I think, is Sonic. But I'm just not excited about it. But supposedly, Seth Rogen is also going to be appearing and doing a cameo. So it's got good comedy, people. Let's just say I'm skeptical about it for now. I'll wait till I see something else. We won't know when it's going to come out. Supposedly spring 2022. But yeah, the title as of right now is Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I'm guessing based on the cartoon. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the live action CGI hybrid stuff. It's usually not great, especially for kind of cartoon characters. It doesn't match. I don't know. It just doesn't mesh well for me. It's hard to swallow. Next, we have an announcement that Zootopia filmmakers will set an animated Encanto. Well, basically, they're making an animated film. Encanto's set in Encanto with Zootopia, blah, blah. Let me find the announcement here. Okay. This fall, Walt Disney Animation Studios. Again, this is not Pixar. This is Disney Animation Studios. All new film Encanto takes you to Colombia, where a magical family live in a magical home. Directed by Byron Howard and Jared Bush. Co-directed and co-written by Charisse Castro-Smith. And music by Lin-Manuel Miranda. I'm guessing... Is that the... What's the name of that stupid musical from the American, the old dude? I want to say Macbeth, or I know I'm wrong. Hamilton. Yeah, I think that's that guy. Who knows? But I mean, if he's doing the music, I guess people like it. I don't know. I need to see more about this. It sounds interesting, but we'll see. This one is scheduled for theaters in November 24th, 2021. So far it is scheduled only for theaters. Next, we Big Hero 6 will have this is the Pixar animated film. Big Hero 6 will get a spin-off, Baymax the series, which honestly could be a lot of fun. It could be basically a superhero show, a Pixar superhero show, which is great. I recently saw Big Hero 6. I hadn't seen it before. Actually, I saw it when I got Disney Plus, so recently I guess would be like a year ago. It's fun. It's well made. It's got a lot of heart. It's interesting. It's funny. And honestly, this does have a lot of room to grow. I remember why I watched it. It's because it was on Kingdom Hearts. And I was like, I don't understand a lot of this. So I actually watched it because it was on Kingdom Hearts, then Kingdom Hearts 3. Anyway, so this one is supposedly going to be centering around basically Baymax. I'm sorry, I said Betamax. Why am I saying Betamax? It's Baymax. And it's slated for an early 22 release. It doesn't say exactly what it's going to be about, but basically, the Superhero 6 is, imagine if Tokyo and San Francisco had a baby. Imagine a world where Tokyo and San Francisco have a baby, and a kid basically uses this might be a spoiler. Kid makes up his own superhero robot, kind of, and teams up with other people to be superheroes. I guess that's fair. Anyway, it's fun. Honestly, it's a fun watch. I recommend it. Next, The Princess and the Frog will be getting its own series, Tiana, which is in development in Disney Plus. So, not only will Princess and the Frog will be getting their own Splash Mountain decorations, because for those of you who don't know, they're revamping Splash Mountain in Disneyland. Now, the world of the Princess and the Frog will be coming with even sooner with a sequel series entitled Tiana. This one wait, this is wrong. Whoever wrote this statement is an idiot. Here I am. I'm an even bigger idiot for reading it. Anyway, so this will be coming to Disney Plus in 2023. So it'll be a long-form musical comedy series, and yeah, and basically it's going to continue to explore Maldonia and Tiana's beloved hometown, New Orleans. There you go. Full discretion, I didn't really see this one yet, and it's basically because I'm not into frogs. I don't like them. I don't like amphibians. That's really the one reason why I haven't seen it. I have no other excuse. I've heard that it's good, and it's like one of those. I'll give it a watch eventually. And it's, to me, it's usually like I'll wait till one of my nieces or nephews is in town and I'll watch it with them. Because it's not one of those things that I actually want to sit down. It's not Big Hero 6 that I want to sit down and watch by myself. It's like, do I really care about frogs? Do I really care about the story? I already know what happens. That's the issue. I kind of already know what happens. It's a prince who turns into a frog, and he has to kiss the girl to turn back. It's all right, fine. Anyway, moving on. But I've heard good things. Moving on. The cast of The Little Mermaid has been announced. Plus, the cast of Pinocchio, and they announced also a Pinocchio film and a Peter Pan film. So if you want to check out the cast of Little Mermaid, I'm guessing there's a pic somewhere. But it'll be Javier Bardem, Awkwafina, Jonah Hauer-King, Melissa McCarthy, Jacob Tremblay, Davine Higgs, and Halle Bailey. Basically, the ones that you probably know from here, King Triton will be played by Javier Bardem. For those of you who don't know who Javier Bardem is, he is, if you ever watched No Country for Old Men, he's the villain there. He's really good. Melissa McCarthy, and she'll be playing Ursula. So, okay, I guess that's interesting. And Awkwafina will be playing Scuttle, which is weird. I don't see it. But anyway, like I said, I already talked about Hook, and one of Disney's all-time classics is coming to Disney Plus with an all-new live-action retelling of Pinocchio starring Tom Hanks and directed by Robert Zemeckis. Now, I believe that my stance on live-action adaptation of Disney animated films have been pretty clear, but in case you've never heard this, I will not watch them unless I hear, resoundingly, but by sources that I completely want. Well, first off, I'll watch them if it's free, because I'm not going to pay for them, because fuck that, they don't deserve my money. Because to me, most of the live-action adaptation movies of animated movies have been just total cash grabs. Like The Lion King was the exact same fucking film, but worse. So why am I gonna pay for it? The what is it? The Beauty and the Beast was the exact same fucking film, but worse. So why am I gonna pay for it? So if it's just gonna be a shot by shot remake of the original, why am I going to pay for it? I will not. I will not watch it. You don't deserve it. Make a different movie. Now, on the other hand, it could be way too different and it sucks, like what I hear has happened with Mulan. Like I said, I need to hear from an extremely reliable source that it's actually worth my time watching, and then I might consider it. Like, for example, Peter Pan and Wendy. I'm a big fan of Hook, the movie Hook with Robin Williams. I love it. It's one of my favorite films. Well, I don't know if one of my favorites, but it's definitely my favorite Peter Pan film, and so I love it. So I'll give it a shot. If it's something different, if it's just, again, the same fucking thing. How many times do I have to see the same fucking story? Come up with something original. It's not that hard. And Pinocchio, if it's Robert Emmerich, for those of you who don't know, he directed Back to the Future, so he's a legit dude. And Tom Hanks is also a legit dude, but like I said, I need to see like resoundingly convincing evidence that it's not just gonna be the same thing over and over, because that's just stupid and a waste of money, and it's a cash grab, and I will not support this. Artists should be making art, different stuff, taking risks, being more creative, not just doing cash grabs. Like, if a studio is doing a cash grab, go fuck yourself. At least do a cash grab with something original. What you're doing with Star Wars, how you're just throwing like everything at the wall and hoping something sticks? All right, at least it's different. Just remaking the old fucking, you know what? You should be better than this. Anyway, moving on, it's been announced. I don't know why this is a big deal, but I guess it's a big deal. Chris Evans is going to be voicing Buzz Lightyear, I'm sorry, in the Buzz Lightyear origin movie at Pixar. Now, a few things here. First off, there's already a Buzz Lightyear animated film, so I don't know what this is about. Honestly, I already saw them. In fact, I'll look it up. Because I remember watching it. Space Ranger? Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger? I remember my kid brother had it, and it was also an animated TV show. Tim Allen, Buzz Lightyear. Where is it? Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, okay. There you go. I'm gonna put it right here. So let me just switch it up here. Yeah. So you can see it. Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, The Adventure Begins. 2000. So Buzz Lightyear must battle Emperor Zurg, blah, blah, and 3 hopeless... Oh, is this not an origin story? I think it is. I think it is an origin story. Oh, yeah, The Adventure Begins. Yeah, Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, The Adventure Begins. So we already have this. I don't know what the hell Disney's doing here. And, you know what? I know what they're doing. Cash grab. And so, probably... I don't know. I mean, it's Pixar. Pixar does good stuff. So the other one was animated. This one will also be animated, but it'll be 3D animated by Pixar. So I'll give Pixar the benefit of the doubt because they've earned it, kind of. But we'll see. It'll be directed by Angus MacLane, who directed Finding Dory, and it is produced by the producer of Toy Story 4, which honestly, it's probably my favorite Toy Story. It's one of those movies that you didn't know you wanted, but you're so happy you had it. So, all right, well, I'll give it a shot. At least after I see the trailer, I'll judge it. I just don't really understand what the hell's happening here. And anyway, Lightyear is slated to open in theaters on June 17th, 2022. Next, you probably saw it here because I kind of fucked up. But the Pixar has unveiled the new coming-of-age 2022 comedy, Turning Red. So I believe there's a trailer for this? Is there? Let me just double check because I haven't seen it. No. All right. So I wasn't crazy that there's no trailer here. Good. What the hell is happening here? Anyway, so the film will be directed by Domi Shi, who's the writer-director behind Pixar's shorts Bao, which I haven't seen. It'll be... Where is the summary here? It's currently slated for March 11th, 2022. Where is the summary? All right. There you go. Turning Red centers on Mei Li, a confident yet dorky 13-year-old torn between staying her mother's dutiful daughter and the chaos of adolescence, and as if changes to her interests, relationships, and body weren't enough for a teenager, Mei suffers from a mysterious condition in which anytime she gets too excited, which for a teenager is practically always, she magically transforms into a giant red panda. So, the premise for this is awesome. Very much awesome. It's a unfortunately, it's very similar. First off, to Ranma One Half, which I love that anime. Second, Netflix just released an anime about this. It's a movie. It's a girl who turns into a cat, but for different reasons. Let me see. Whisker Away. I'll put it up on screen just so you don't think that I'm joshing you here. Whisker Away, IMDb. Where is it? There you go. So let me put it up on screen for you. Whisker Away. It was recently released. What was it? It's 2020, and I'll read you the premise here. A peculiar girl transforms into a cat to catch her crush's attention, but before she realizes it, the line between human and animal starts to blur. How much do you want to fucking bet that that's pretty much what's going to happen to this girl, except she doesn't control when she turns into the giant red panda? I'm pretty sure this is kind of what's going to happen. It's not exactly an original story, but the premise is fun, so whatever. And like I said, it's Pixar, so I'll give them a shot. They do good stuff, so all right. Well, we'll see. But by the way, Whisker Away, fun watch. Not gonna lie, it was enjoyable. I don't really like cats, but all right, it was okay. It was fun. The girl's funny. Anyway, moving, and also completely batshit crazy. That's the best part. I'm a big fan of crazy chicks, and this chick is just batshit bonkers. I mean, she turns into a cat to stalk a dude. It is hysterical if you're into that kind of stuff. Anyway, moving on, we have Moana, a Moana series in development at Disney. So Disney Plus. So this is, let me see. Let me see if they have a summary here. It doesn't say, really. Well, it will be coming. It's expected to hit Disney Plus on 2023. I mean, it doesn't say anything about The Rock being a part of it, which I severely doubt, because dude's the hardest working man in the world, and I'm guessing they would have led with that. But yeah, all right. I mean, it's a fun movie. If you've seen it, it's exciting. So we'll see. This is the beauty of having Disney Plus. It's like, all right, it gives them a lot of room to run with stuff. And finally, after rushing through pretty much all of it, we can finally talk about the big thing here, the big piece of news, the one that actually kind of annoyed me. Disney Plus has debuted the first teaser trailer for the Mighty Ducks reboot. Let me say that again. There will be a Mighty Ducks reboot for 2020. For Disney Plus, and you can watch the teaser right now. It is slated to premiere sometime in 2021, and the series is going to be called The Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Now, the series will star Emilio Estevez as Gordon Bombay, and it will be bringing in Lauren Graham from Gilmore Girls and Parenthood. Honestly, I love this woman. She's great. And she will be joining the franchise in basically the role of a mom. Let me read you a little bit here that Estevez said. Once a duck, always a duck. And after 25 years, I'm delighted to lace up my skates, put on Coach Bombay's jacket, and return to play the iconic character for this new chapter in the Mighty Ducks franchise. Likewise, I am thrilled to return to my old stomping grounds with my friends at Disney and Steve Brill, the original creator of the franchise, to join them on their exciting new platform, Disney Plus. Now, all of this sounds great, right? On paper, Lauren Graham, you got her. She's funny. She's great. It looks like it's going to be a 10-episode series set in present-day Minnesota. Wait. I can read it to you here. It would be 10-episode series set in present-day Minnesota, where the iconic titular team have evolved from a scrappy underdogs to the ultra-competitive powerhouse youth hockey team. After 12-year-old Evan is unceremoniously cut from the Ducks, he and his mom, Alex, which is Lauren Graham, set to build their own ragtag team of misfits to challenge the cutthroat, win-at-all-cost culture of competitive youth sports. So, I hate this. I hate it. So, it's interesting when you see the trailer, because I hate it. It's it made my blood boil. First off, they basically were like, somebody saw Cobra Kai and they're like, how could we do that but worse? How can we see something, how can we take this that was really good and really successful and really awesome and totally fucking ruin it? First off, they made Gordon Bombay a fucking loser, which is exactly what happens to Sensei, oh my god, I'm blanking out on Sensei. I'm rewatching Cobra Kai right now, and I can't remember Billy Zabka's name. Oh, it's Sensei Lawrence. Whoa, that would have driven me nuts. Anyway, so they basically they're making Bombay Sensei Lawrence, like the loser, and they made the Mighty Ducks the a-holes. Why? Like, why are they the a-holes? I mean, I get it, and because once you get successful, it goes to your head and all that stuff. But dude, I don't know. It seems like it's just going to be, you know what? I'll give it a shot. But just because it's the original creators and stuff like that. But it sounds truly terrible. And it's weird because watching the teaser, you see Lauren Graham play Lorelai Gilmore, which it sounds great. Lorelai Gilmore and the Mighty Ducks. It could be fun. It just doesn't seem good. It just doesn't. It, like I said, it left a really bad taste in my mouth. I could be completely wrong about this, and maybe what they showed in the teaser was wrong. But to me, it was disgusting, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it every second of it. So, but you can watch it for yourself. It's up there. You can watch it. Yeah, you know what? Watch it for yourself. Judge it for yourself, and you'll be like, I think I've seen this thing before. Ragtag band of losers has to come together to beat the elite team. Except the elite team is the fucking the titular team in this thing, and the head coach who we left as a really successful dude is now turned into a loser. So it's fucking Cobra Kai. Like, in a way, they're like, it's like somebody read the premise of Cobra Kai and they're like, let's kind of like do this, but crappy, because you got Danny LaRusso, now very successful, and now he's kind of a dick. And you got like the old coach who's like, and you got like the old kind of like the old guy who you kind of, I guess he was the bad guy first, but now he's a loser. The main character's not like a loser now. And for some reason, a mom decides to start a hockey team for his kid, who the kid doesn't really want to play hockey because he sucks. The Mighty Ducks was actually, but for a comedy, it was not really about that. But whatever, you know what? Whatever, it's your property, whatever you want. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll just say I hated it. I hate it. I cannot be any clearer about this. Those are my feelings about this thing. You might watch and you love it. Okay, I disagree. I hate it. All right? So, there you go. That's it for today. I got nothing else. I needed to close with that because I knew it was going to get me upset. But, there you go. Let me just, I guess, play you guys out here. What the fuck is happening? There you go. Stupid technology. I hate that too. I hate you too. Anyway. As always, any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram and at Super Dario World. Streaming on YouTube and on Twitch at Super Dario World. You can check out this video if you want to have a visual to follow along and make things easier for you. It'll be loaded on YouTube probably by tomorrow morning. Hopefully, if not, I don't know, sue YouTube. You can at Super Dario World. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. It really helps me out. I really appreciate it. As always, thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next time.